Okay. So, Coach, can I first have you spell your full name for me and then say it for me?
Sure. My everyone knows me as Don. But my real name is Donald, but Don. So it's Don Feinberg, F as in Frank, Einberg. I'm the head men and women's swimming coach and director of aquatics.
Okay. So, when does the recruiting season actually start for
Wow.
swimming?
Well, I think any coach on this campus will tell you that all year is recruiting,
Mm-hmm.
but the main recruiting time is right now. High school is a winter sport. High school swimming is a winter sport in most states. There's some states where it's a fall sport. For instance, in Florida, they just had their state championships, and there's several other states that have it as a fall sport as well. Some of the Midwestern states, and some of the states out on the West Coast, it's a fall sport. But most states, it's a winter sport. So right now, they're right smack in the middle of their seasons. I know there are a lot of sports that recruiting just starts really, really early. In swimming, it's crazy, but it tends to be a later sport. More swimmers tend to be doing all their looking senior year as opposed to sophomore, junior. But so we're right smack in the middle of it right now. I'm going to be actually meeting with several of the local high school teams and their coaches, talking to them about Hood College, about Division III swimming and what it entails.
So, when you're looking for a recruit, especially for Division III, are you looking for like 2-year recruit, 4-year recruit, somebody that's going to stay here those full 4 years?
Well, well, most coaches want to be able to have their athletes for 4 years. It's a lot easier to mold and train them over a 4-year period. But given that we're D3 and any students that are coming here are on academic scholarships as opposed to athletic scholarships,
Mm-hmm.
I'm dealing with swimmers or athletes that are want to go into education. Well, their senior year, they're doing internships. They're spending all day long in their elementary school, junior high, or high schools, and oftentimes those athletes that are education, they're maybe only able to go 3 years. It's really difficult for them to do their student teaching and do their sport, so they end up being 3 years. Coastal Studies program, that requires an entire semester, and given that swimming encompasses 2 semesters, fall semester and spring semester, anyone involved in coastal studies, I lose them for a year. So that makes them a 3-year athlete, and of course any junior college transfer, that's 2 years. But I'm trying to mainly recruit 4-year traditional first time freshman athletes. But with that said, if I've got a potential transfer and I'm only going to have them for 2 years, I'm going to take them. If I've got an education major or someone interested in marine biology or coastal studies, I know that I'm going to be missing them for a semester. Hey, half a loaf is better than no loaf at all.
Yeah.
So if I'm going to have them for 2 or 3 years, I'll take that over no years. And same thing with I get athletes that are interested in our overseas foreign exchange program. I'll lose them for a year if they're involved in the foreign exchange program. But once again, half a loaf is better than no loaf at all.